Hello, welcome back to Dead Rising, where we can see my mouse on the screen. I was gonna wait out the quest, but then I was like, nah, there's enough time to do stuff. So, do stuff we shall try and do. I think we need to be back in the security center. Jamming device start 5 p.m. Goal security room. Okay, so we have an hour and a half left, or whatever. We're fine. Brad's gone. That's recap from last episode. But I'm assuming if you're here, well, okay, I was gonna say I'm assuming if you're watching this, then that you've seen the last episode. But all right, it's double tap. I'm so confused because in Dead Rising 1 it's double tap and Dead Rising 2 is a click. But I'm assuming that if you're watching this, you've seen the previous episodes. That being said, based on my the analytics of my YouTube videos, I think that would be a silly assumption to make because oftentimes there'll be a video in the series that has more views than an earlier video of the same series. A good example of this would be my StarCraft Brewer video, like my Terran video, which has more views than my like the fourth mission has more views than any other of the missions. Anyways, I don't think you guys are here to hear me talk about analytics of my YouTube videos, which you might be, and if you are, great. Well, no, that's not great at all, because that's probably not what I'm going to be talking about. I'll probably be talking about, I don't know what I'll be talking about, because sometimes I talk about seemingly random things, and other times I talk about, like, Dead Rising and what I'm doing, which I think that's a pretty reasonable assumption to say that, hey, I'm going to be talking about something like, we talk about Dead Rising a little bit, because, hey, that's the game I'm playing right now, so it's okay. So you click on Dead Rising video, then to hear the person talk about Dead Rising a little bit, I think, that makes sense. But that's not really news. That's, again, I'd say in the category of stating the obvious. Oh, we should try and get some level ups. Wow, they're ruthless. Either that or I'm getting worse at fighting the zombies. I think a break from Dead Rising after this might be in order. Alright, cool, we're out. If we kill... I wonder if we kill 42 more zombies, we'll get more experience. Okay, so we have enough attack that we can kill zombies on just one hit. Oh, can we get quick step? Oh my goodness, that'd be so great if we could. And I think we should try and get quick steps if we can. We'll eat this pie too. Oh, what do we give up for the quick step though? Oh, this is zombie. We don't want that. Here, we'll even drink it, actually. Make things intense for us. So now the zombies should be coming after me. This, I don't know, this might have been a foolish idea. Yep. I don't think I should have done this. Alright. I don't really know where I'm going. I have the sick man marker on, but I didn't really check where I need to go for this, so I think it might expire. I'm just killing time for the next quest. I was gonna like let the clock run out, but then I was like, no, I could do something. I can get mauled by zombies while I wait for that. Oh wow, that killed him. Incredible. And actually, if we level up, we'll get all our HP back. So, zombie probably wasn't the best idea. Okay, let's run on a treadmill. We'll get some EXP. I wonder if Frank will recover, or if I need to stop. I mean, he doesn't look good, that's for sure. 2000 PP, this should probably set us up to level 33. Man, that zombie's head's going through the wall. See, and I wonder about that too, because obviously, there. Alright, come on, let's do all the rest of them. New skill master, what do we get? Sometimes a wall kick. Okay. Do we just have to go to the other side? Or no, I think it's just telling us to get out of here. I was gonna say sometimes I wonder about stuff, and I was gonna go on about something I wonder about, but then I don't know if you ever have this where like you have this idea where it's like, oh, I'm gonna say it, and then you think about it, it's like, do people really want to hear about what I have to say? Also, that is a PP sticker. We're gonna take a picture of that. And sometimes I have this thought, I don't think that's a common thought to have. Be like, oh, do people really want to hear this? Well, I have no idea actually, because I think some people will just say what's on their mind and be done with it. Other people will be like, okay, well, does this add anything? Do I want to say anything? I think it's a very natural thing just to be like, okay, I'm going to say what's straight on my mind. Alright, so let's take...
Anyone there?
What? Oh, do I have to be out a little bit more?
Fantastic.
Oh, it's only worth 1,000 PP. Oh, I am disappointed. I thought it would have been a little bit more than that. So this is the food court. We have enough time to get to the jamming device. But he's got to make sure we're just there in time. It's going to be a pretty time-sensitive quest. So it's snowing where I am right now. It's very beautiful. I will say for winter, I'm not the biggest fan of winter. Because I think, like most people, I'm not huge on being cold. Hey, Susan! Alright, well, let's try and save Susan. Rescue her, take her back. Actually, we can get another, chainsaw if we really want to. So it doesn't go about winter, but I feel like that's too stereotypical, you know? Like, I want to be fresh and exciting. I want to say things that people don't normally say. And I was like, oh yeah, winter's like winter, you know? Winter feels like a very wintry season. It's like, well, people say that, like, you know, that's not really new and exciting. Hey, students, let's talk. Come on, man, follow me to safety. What a polite boy. Boy? Alright, here. Wait there. I'm gonna grab another chainsaw, and then I'll be right with you. The sick man can go burn. I don't really care about him right now. Saving Susan's enough for me. No, don't need anything else in my life. No, sir, Tim. Okay. Alright. I don't think I should be on there yet. Good. Okay, so we are set for the rest of the game, I'm pretty sure. I want to, like, dude, late game's gonna be so much fun. And the zombies are back! Wowzers! Oh, it's Leroy. If he's right there, we can just go save him. That's fine. Actually, let's go save him now before we clear out the zombies. And then we will go to the washroom, and then we'll walk these people back. Hey, Leroy, what up?
Sorry about that.
Leroy's not looking so good. Can I talk to him, or...
Sorry about that.
This guy's bit, man. He's totally a zombie.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, he's looking pretty zombie-ish, man. If you say so. I don't know, man. That seems pretty sketchy. I'm not... Nah, I have a bad feeling about that. Alright. And let's get this going. Alright. Oh, we have to drop the chainsaw. That's okay. I don't know if I want to do that, actually. I don't know, Leon. Leroy, whatever, same thing. I think the washroom's down here. I think Susan could be fine. I see, that's a problem. Now I'm battling and I'm battling a chainsaw more than an old woman's life. Like, that's how you know you've gone too far, when like you're like that materialistic. Like, I'd rather have the chainsaw than this old lady. You know, get home safely. I was like, nah, I'd rather have the chainsaw. I was like, dude, how cold do you have to be? I mean, on the bright side, with the chainsaw, I think it's easier to protect them, so this might actually be the smart play to do, so I don't know if I critique myself that often. But that's also an interesting sentence that I didn't think I'd say out of context, is that I value this chainsaw more than I value this old lady's life. Sheesh. Okay, don't look at Susan. She's gonna get killed if you do. Okay. Where is that? Woman Despair, goal. Paradise Plaza. Nope, we're not there.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Let's get rid of these zombies. Susan here?
Follow me!
No, Susan's not very fast. Okay, that's fine. We have enough time that we can wait for her. At least I think so.
Come on! Come on! Follow me!
Come on, Susan.
Come on! Come on!
Oh, she gets tired. Oh, the poor lady. Okay.
Follow me!
Alright, come on.
Follow me! Follow me! Over there!
Alright, so Leroy should be set. I gotta make sure Susan... Come on, Susan. Go ahead. Alright. Woman, come on, Susan. You're almost there. Hey, see, I'm okay just to do this, because she should be here pretty fast. Yeah, Leroy is like hecka suspicious. Come on, little lady. Alright. Barnaby's taking a nap. Okay. And...
Follow me! Come on! Follow me!
Okay, so we're gonna have to go a little slow, but I think we have enough time to do that. I've played this game... I feel like I've played this game enough to have a fair sense of when I have enough time or not. Alright, okay.
Come on!
And if I blow all these chainsaws, you know, killing the zombies, I'm okay. Completely okay with that. And, you know, there's no point in going fast, because Susan's just going to be going pretty slow anyways, so... man, I want to be doing more, like... You know those days where... Oh, I don't think anyone really has this. I think this is probably, like, exclusive to me. There's thoughts I want to talk about, but right now... Oh, Susan's slow. There's things I want to talk about. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, you go over there. Susan, we're going to make sure that she's okay. Here, we'll just have to take care of these zombies then, because, man, they're ruthless. Come on, Susan, go ahead. Okay, she should be okay. Leroy is fine. I don't know where he ran off to, actually. That shouldn't have happened. I should have been okay. Okay, she seems pretty worried. Okay, well. Okay, come on, Susan. We don't got time to waste. Oh, whatever. Ah. Why is it doing this? Okay, come on.
Over there!
Whoops. Okay, whoops, that was bad. Alright. We gotta hoof it.
Come on!
We're gonna run out of time on that if we're not fast. I might just leave these people here, man. I am that paranoid about the time.
Come on! Follow me!
Alright.
Follow me!
Okay, we'll clear out the zombies.
Come on!
Where is Susan? Get back to the security room, check on her. Okay. Come on, Susan.
Come on! Come on! Follow me! Come on! Follow me! Come on!
Okay, she's almost there. Oh, come on!
Come on! Follow me! Follow me!
Is she gonna get here? Yes. Okay, so that's what the hand means.
Come on! Come on! Follow me!
Alright.
Over there!
Come on, Susan. She might actually be okay. Alright, security room.
Follow me!
Good, okay. Got them. Ooh, man, it's not. That guy is 100% a zombie. Alright, cool. Scoop chance. Let's do it.
As soon as Brad gets his hands on that terrorist, I guess it'll be case closed, huh?
Case closed indeed. Yeah, Brad's not coming back. Hope you know this.
You know of anything else he could be planning?
No. Nothing but the bombs. He's got his computer hidden away. I'm sure there's plenty of information on it.
Can you take me there? To his hideout?
Leave it to me.
Okay, man, do we have to escort her? I don't know how I feel about an escort mission right now. 10 p.m.? Yeah, I think we'll have time to do this. I mean, we have to. Okay, oh, we got more stock, perfect. So, oh.
Hello? Anyone there?
Will she just,
Hello?
like, wait for us? I hope I don't have to wait for her. I really hope that's not the case. That'd be very tedious for escort mission. I feel like
Hello?
random using, but I feel like most games don't. I should say most games. There. Here's what I should say. There's been too many instances where I've been burned by bad escort missions to the point where they're not enjoyable. Because typically, this is a conversational thread that I was hoping for. Yes, because I was feeling a little bit weird just not talking about anything. We should probably go to. No, I think just going out through here is probably the fastest way to do it. Because I know exactly where the hideout is. So for escort missions, part of the reason why I don't think they're. I should be careful, because I think some people like escort missions, and not all escort missions are done the same way. But some people, I think sometimes they can be frustrating because in some instances, the escort mission forces you to slow down to the AI's pace. So for example, if you're trying to, well, let's use Dead Rising. If I'm trying to escort, say, one of the survivors, the AI isn't pretty good, and I'm forced to play around the AI's limitations. So, like, for example, they have the poor pathfinding, and then they, like, walk around, like, walk into stuff. And, typically speaking, people like that wouldn't, act in such a fashion. But I'm forced to play around the AI's, like, artificial intelligence. Whereas, and here, there's, like, no good ways to circumvent that. So, for example, it's just, like, there's not much, like, I can try and kill the zombies, around them, which it definitely works, but sometimes, like, it's just like they still get themselves in trouble, which is really frustrating, because despite what you do, or despite your intentions, they're just like, nah, I just feel like getting eaten by zombies today. Whereas, let's consider Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 has some escort missions, however, for that particular instance, Ashley, I would say, probably has better AI than the random survivors here. But the other thing too, there are things that you can that the game allows you to do to circumvent the her having to escort her. Like, so, for example, there's dumpsters that you can hide her in when things get really messy. Like, you can just put her in a dumpster, and case closed. Like, you don't have to worry about anything else. Can I get up here?
Hello?
Can I not do this because Isabella isn't here? Did I need to seriously get Isabella? Oh, dear. Okay, that's not cool, man. Here, I might actually just restart then, and try talking to her this time. Okay, one second, I'll be right back. Okay, well, we're gonna try this again, see if it's working. Yes, and I'm recording. Perfect, okay. I think I need to talk to her.
Hello?
Alright, let's go. Let's get moving. Okay, so I think I just follow her. Good, okay, so as far as, escorts go, this should be a lot easier. And speaking of escort missions, I was just talking about, okay, she can come here? Yes, alright. So here is not as bad as, say, survivors, because she has, a set path that she's going to go down towards, and I have to basically keep her path clear. This is okay to me. This I don't mind too much. And I think, good pathfinding goes a sufficiently long ways to making the escort experience more enjoyable. because if you have a good pathfinder, it's like, okay, they can navigate the like basically they're smarter, right? Whereas the the other survivors, like I'd say their pathfinding is pretty poor. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. So it makes the game not enjoyable. But, and I think, and that's the thing too, you don't always have to have a good, like, pathfinding if you do, if you work around, the artificial intelligence. Like, so for example, there was a Hulk game where you had to escort this car throughout some blocks in the neighborhood. And basically what would happen is, because you're working with city blocks, like, you're doing straight lines, so the pathfinding is already pretty simple because it's not doing anything complicated, it's just driving down some blocks. But also what would happen, too, is, like, it drives to a certain spot, and then it would just come to a halt, like, it would just stop, allowing you to, like, okay, do your thing. And that was, like, I was completely fine with that, and that wasn't, a problem for me at all. That being said, I think some people would like the challenge of doing the pathfinding or escorts, because, like, how well can you manage your, like, resources or your player ability to, like, save someone that needs help? I mean, I don't know. I've never really talked to a person who's like, yeah, I love escort missions. Like, that person doesn't exist in my world. I'm not. Oh, I should be careful. I'm not saying that they don't exist, or those people are like. I'm not saying those people don't exist. I just personally don't know anyone who gets excited about escort missions. Usually, people I talk to, they're pretty. They're lukewarm about escort missions. They don't find them to be a lot of fun. But then on the flip side, people are like, yeah, man, I love train missions. But then why they love train missions, I have no idea. Also, I'm also thankful that the convicts aren't here either. And I will say, there's never been a train mission that I've played that I didn't enjoy, so. Okay, so we actually got Isabella this time, so that's good. And I think sometimes, too, is like, I'm not saying you can't have a good escort mission, I just think it lends itself more easily to be frustrating than it is to be an enjoyable experience. I think another example would be, like, for Legend of Zelda, like, the Water Temple, like, infamously, like, a lot of people, like, don't like it, and it's like, well, why don't people like it? And for that one, like, that's less concrete. Like, for me, escort missions is like, okay, what don't I like about escort missions? And for me, it's like, okay, I just don't like playing around the computer's pace, because more often than not, I feel that, I'm smarter than the computer is. At least in terms of, like, human intuition and decision making. The computer's going to do more calculations than I can, but that's to be expected because it's a computer. Like, computations is almost like a derivative of the word computer. Okay, she's fine. And, that's the other thing, too. Like, AI obviously, like, gets better and better. Like, so, for example, in this game, saving the survivors is a bit of a chore. Like, it's not always easy, but that's because, like, this is 2006, so the artificial intelligence is not good. But then if you consider Dead Rising 2, which came out in 2010, that game came out 4 years later, and the AI was significantly better. Like, it was a lot easier to escort people because, well, if you think about, like, the point is, like, it was a lot easier to escort people, or the AI was just a lot better, so it made your job a lot easier. And that was only in 4 years worth of time, which, depending on your perspective, like, that's either a long time or not very much time at all. I'm gonna change train of thought after this cutscene.
It's no good. It's password protected. I'll try words we both might know. Family stuff, things like that.
What's this cable?
It looks like part of a jamming device. I won't be able to disable it unless I log in.
Frank, can you hear me? I found something interesting on a security feed from inside a store. Could you come back here? I need you to check it out.
All right, I'm headed back now.
All right. Oh, I know this. Yeah. So the thing about this quest is you gotta do everything. Holy crap! You gotta go fast, man. Which I think we can do that. So we need not get mauled by zombies. And we gotta go. We gotta be Speed Gonzalez. I think the best way to do this is clear this area. So the thing about the artificial intelligence is this is like I think if you look at video games throughout like history, artificial intelligence like back in the day, like in the very early games, like usually sucks. They did give them like like simple commands or whatever. Like it wasn't very like sophisticated at all. Whereas now these days the artificial intelligence is becoming like much better. Like so even like let's look at StarCraft 2, like in 2010, like when they had like the AI or whatever, it was good. They can give people a challenge or whatever, but usually what happens for those RTS games is that they had to give the computer a lot of resources. Like the computer had to cheat to stay on the human level because it didn't have the decision making or the other things. Whereas like now it's like the computer needs to cheat less because there's things that they can do to help like even the gap. So whether that necessarily is like just like good decision making or like faster actions, I think it's like a number of things. But it's getting to the point where it's like even like right now, so like in 2016, it'd be like, okay, well I think a computer could like it's pretty close that a computer can probably be a human, considering like even grounds where like no like the computer's not cheating or anything, and like that's for something like StarCraft, which is I'd say a pretty complex game. But then you consider something like chess. Like we've gotten to the point where computers will always be humans in chess, and there's nothing that a computer or a human can do anything about it. Like the computer is just strictly better. Like there's nothing you can do about it. And that's right in chess. And that's the thing. Like 4 years from now, like I wouldn't be surprised if 4 years from now, like we would have an artificial intelligence in like a game like StarCraft that like humans just couldn't beat just simply because it's just too good. And actually people do like contests and stuff to see if they can create an artificial intelligence that's like just that good, or people will do like things like pit artificial intelligence against artificial intelligence, see like who's better. Like that sounds like another form of competition, which is like incredibly fascinating. And like this is only 2016, so and the thing is like I think how it goes is like it's gonna be exponential. Oh whoa.
Take a look at this. The guy being dragged? I think it's Carlito.
You could be right. Where is this?
The basement of the North Plaza. Right in front of the butcher's shop. Okay.
Alright, so now we have to go all the way over there. And the point about artificial intelligence, like 10 years from now, like I think we're gonna see like some very, very good AI and stuff. And like that's the thing, I guess exponentially better. And like that's just like not artificial intelligence too. Like you look at computers and like they're really the process stuff. Like surely, like if you're watching this, like the world's a much different, place today than it was like 10 or even 2 years ago. Like now we've hit the point in society where it's not uncommon for a kid to have a smartphone, and like a smartphone today, it was like significantly stronger than anything that we've had back in the past. Like, sorry, let me try that again with more articulated thought. It's like, okay, let me try again to like, articulate my thought, and then I just whiffed it hard. Jesus, let me try. Oh my God. Okay, so back in the 1990s, here's what I want to say. Here's all I want to say. Okay, a smartphone today was probably significantly stronger than a computer from the 1990s. The only reason why I say probably is because I'm not like entirely certain of myself, so that's why I don't want to say, oh, this is actually fact, and then someone like fact checks me and then be like, well, no, actually, a computer from the 1990s is stronger than a smartphone, which I really don't think that's the case. But anyways, So we've hit the point where it's like, and the kids like these days like have something that's more powerful than a computer like 20 years ago, like just in the palm of their hands. Like it's widespread, you know. Technology become much more widespread and has become much more powerful. Like, or even like for me, like so for example, like today YouTube's like this huge medium where people like can like go there and post videos, and like some people make livings off of it. Whereas like when I was in high school, YouTube existed, but it was just starting to become a thing. Like people didn't really know what this YouTube was. It's like, oh, like we can just put videos on there and we can watch the videos, and that was basically it. Whereas like now it's like almost 10 years later, it's become like this huge phenomenon where it's like people can make a living from doing their stuff on YouTube, and I think that's less of like a technology related thing, more just like this is how our world is changing. And for me, it's going to be interesting seeing how like those world's going to change a few years from now, especially because like in the way of technology, I think the point I'm trying to get is like the change in technology is exponential, and linking it back to my earliest point is like I think this is apparent in artificial intelligence, or like, even like just games too. Like, whoops, that was really not good. Okay, we need to get out. Okay, so we need to do this boss fast.
Customer. That guy over there. I mean, that meat.
Oh, this is good meat, huh? I just got it in here. It's fresh. You just wait right there, sir. In a moment, you can try the best ground meat you've ever tasted.
Whoa, ground? Wait a minute. Listen, I had something else in mind.
Zombies are no good. I can't serve my customers spoiled meat like that. I have a reputation to uphold. Trust me, I'm a butcher. I've got the best meat in town.
All right. Oh boy, that was not good. We might. I should probably heal. Oh shoot. Okay, this is not gonna work. He might actually kill me if I'm not. All right. No, we should be okay. Leave me alone, buddy. I think we'll definitely kill him in time. Get toasted, nerd.
You're finished. It's over.
What about Isabella?
She's on our side now. She's checking out your computer right now.
My purpose in life has been to get revenge for what you people did to Santa Cabeza, to my hometown.
Why was your meat so much more important to you than human life? Why? Why did my people have to die to feed your fat bellies?
That doesn't excuse what you've done. But I promise, the Seneca Beza story will be told. But I need the password. Hey! Hey! Stay with me! Give me the computer's password!
Where is Dent? Where are they? Jima.
Hey. Aren't zombies great? I mean, all they do is eat, and eat, and eat, growing in number. Just like you good red, white, and blue Americans. It's not over. Not yet.
Speak! Speak, damn it! What do you mean it's not over?
I'm sorry, Isabella. Give this to my sister.
Hey,
War never changes.
shit!
We have done it! Next case will occur at 10 p.m. Okay, so I'm gonna run this back to Isabella. I'm gonna grab some milk too, though. I need, like, dang, I got wrecked. A cleaver would be fun. We'll grab the other milk too. Oh, there's another one as well. Alright, where's that? And so basically what I just wanted to say about, like, just, like, how our world, like, changes or whatever. I could go, like, so, like, long.
Yeah.
I could go on about this for some time. Also, what was going on with that car? Basically, it's just like, I think in this, our time frame that we're in right now, compared to older periods in histories, I think, like, in the world of technology, like, things change at an increasingly rapid pace. Yeah, we'll just go through here. This is fine. Take the down here. Can we even take it out? Yes, we can. We're almost level 35 too. Is that things change at an increasingly rapid pace? Like, so, for example, the point I'm trying to get across is, like, in the 1980s. So, let's say we went from, like, did I say 1980s? Sorry, I meant to say the 1800s. So, 1800 versus 1810 probably wasn't a whole lot different compared to, well, 1810 probably wasn't a whole lot different compared to the year 1800. Shoot, did I completely whip this? I think I did. Okay, we'll get around eventually. Whereas the year 2010 is probably going to be a lot different than year 2010. Well, I don't know, like... Let me stop, please. Thank you. I was gonna say 2010 is gonna be a lot different from 2020. But I think the more honest answer would probably one. I don't know if honest would be the right word I want to use. But I think it's more like in terms of technology, I think there's gonna be a lot of difference. Well, maybe not even a lot of difference. I think things would just be faster, you know, faster, stronger, and more evolved. Oh dear. Really? I thought I succeeded. I must have hit Y too fast. Because I think when I hit the B input, or when I hit Y, it's still wanting the B input, even though I thought I entered it in. Not really important, though. Oh, good grief. Leave me alone. Shoot, my goodness. So I think basically it's like, I don't know if like 2020 is going to be a whole lot different from 2010. Because when you look at technology, we're going to have like more platforms to express social media, I think, among other things, like, you know, cell phones will be faster and stuff like that. But how much difference is actually going to be, like, it's hard to say. Like, at this point, it's going to be speculation, because basically it's only like 3 years away. Okay, so we only need to be there. So, what was he feeling? So that starts at 10 p.m. What time is it now? Just after... It's like 8:20, so we got some time. Let's go to the, let's go to the freaking... Let's go grocery store. Get some food. We can actually also get another chainsaw if we wanted it. So we can do that. And I think that's all I really want to say about like technology and the changing world. And just like and you know, bring back to my original point, like I think artificial intelligence is going to continue to improve. And like just even like too for the games or whatever, right? Like, there's like the whole thing about No Man's Sky, and some people were like, oh dear. Like the whole thing about No Man's Sky is like, oh, like you can like hobble around in the world and stuff. Hobble around the world. For those of you who didn't know, basically it was a game where it was like thousands and thousands and thousands of planets. Like basically it was a whole universe where people could go to explore and stuff, or explore in it. Sorry, I'm scratching my ear while I'm trying to talk about these concepts, and I'm not doing, I feel like, a very good job. Oh yeah, we're still going to the start. Holy, these zombies are grabbers, man. Whereas, like, you know, back in the Nintendo era, like, all we could do was simple platformers. Whereas, like, even, like, now, like, not... I shouldn't use No Man's Sky as an example, because that's not really related to this video. But, like, even, like, back then, like, so, like, before we could only have, like, Mario and, like, simple Zelda games or whatever. Like, now we have, like, these huge, like, look at this. Like, I'm in a huge mall, like, killing zombies. And if I play, like, Dead Rising 4 on my channel, it's going to be... Like, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot bigger, and there's going to be much more I can do with it. And, like, that's just, like, the exponential growth. Like, next generation, we're going to have, like, crazier things that we can do. Or even, like, you know, look at, like, Fallout 4 compared to, like, Fallout 3. Like, there's much more you can do in 4 than you can do in 3. Like, they had the whole thing on settlements, which I wasn't too big on. Whereas, back then, they didn't have those, like, they had more limitations, so, like, you know, that's something they couldn't do. And I think that basically ends my rap. Ends my rap, man, because I was rapping about this. No, I think that's all there is really to say about that. Which is totally cool and incredible, but I'm just gonna end that now. The other thing I was gonna mention too is that the two rights versus, like, it is back in the cutscene. There's something I kind of want to talk about, but I didn't. Yeah. Katana. Can we get on the motorcycle? I wonder. Will we drop the katana if we do this? No, we can do that. Cool. I wonder if we can carry it into the next area with us. We probably can. I want to grab another chainsaw. Whoops. And then that happens. Wonderland Plaza. Let's do it. Can we ride this up here? Just fine. Yeah, we can. A lot of security guards right here. Okay, get off. Get off. There you go. Cool. get rid of these zombies! Man, our kill count is really rapidly climbing up. So the 2 raids make wrong fallacy. So basically, this came out in the cutscene where it's like, oh, this doesn't excuse what you've done. So basically, it's like if someone does something wrong, so in the case of Carlito, let's like talk about that because that's the probably what's relevant. So we consider the case of Carlito, it's like, oh, my people have suffered an injustice, so therefore I'm going to do injustice to them. And first of all, I'm not, because I should just be careful and say, like, I don't think this is necessarily the right way or wrong way to go about this. I for sure have my own personal opinion about it. But whether or not it's right or wrong, like, again, like, depends on your personal preference. So, for example, it's like, oh, I have people have, they have wronged me, so therefore I'll do something to wrong them back. And I think, assuming my my understanding is correct, I think that's what we would call vengeance. Vengeance is like, well, shoot, like that's like getting revenge on someone. I think who's personally wronged you. At least from my understanding. The reason why I say my understanding is like I think that's what the words means. I feel like I should know that, but like I've given myself the wiggle room, like just in case. I'm a very, very safe player. I don't want to say these things and get in trouble. So anyways, so it's okay. So that's like the one school of thought about like the 2 rights versus the wrongs. So, like because someone's wronged you, should you like wrong them back? And then so in some cases it'd be like, yeah, you should absolutely get revenge. And like first of all, I want to say too, like disclaimer, maybe not disclaimer, but like also I think people would like it depends on like the situation at hand, right? So if someone like turn your townspeople into zombies, and then you might feel more inclined to turn a whole shopping mall of people into zombies to retaliate. And I'm not gonna say that's rather like right or wrong, right? Like that's not the point of my thought process. The point of the thought process is to be like, hey, this is something that people have done. Whereas the other road would be like, I know this injustice has occurred, but I'm going to try as an individual to like raise awareness of this, like be like civil. And stuff like that. I'm not going to be that person who goes around and I'm not going to seek out vengeance. I'm going to seek out justice. And like I think that's been toyed around with comic books several times. It's like, hey, like there's a subtle distinction between vengeance and justice. Whereas like I think justice is like general, like not general. Well, justice is like just right doing. It's like, oh, what's right in the world. But then the whole thing is like, when you get into that, it's like, how do you know what's like just and what isn't just? And that's where like it becomes a great area, because like, so for example, people would say, hey, like, what should I do actually? Maybe I should get around the shotgun, futz around a little bit. Was it 10 p.m.? So we got 20 minutes. I might just whale the timer, to be honest. I'll finish my thought first before I finish the timer on this, or wait this out. But basically, it's like, oh, I shall save this thought for another video. Because for justice and vengeance, like that's where it becomes like it's hard to draw the line, because all matters of preference. Like, so for example, people would say, hey, murderers should get like at the very least jail time, and then even then you're gonna have like points of friction. Like some people would say, hey, like a murderer should be, like we should just throw them into jail, but we shouldn't murder the murderers, because then like we're just as bad as they are. But some people might say, no, we need to give murderers the death sentence, because they've killed someone. Like that's the only way we should do it. And it's like, well, how do you know like what's just and what isn't just? And in some cases, some people would say, like even in the case of Carlito, and they might be like, well, what Carlito was doing was justice, because like he was personally wrong, so he's like getting justice on the corrupt government for like doing this to them or whatever, right? And it's like, well, what do you do? Anyways, I'm not doing this conversation justice, and I don't think I can unless I'm doing a lot more. So I'm just gonna end this now. Not the episode. I'm just gonna pause until the cutscene walks out. Oh, you guys know how I took the mouse out. So yeah. Anyways, I'll be back very shortly. So see you soon. Okay, we're back.
He's dead.
Oh.
All he worried about was you in the end. Damn it! He died without telling me a damn thing. You know, I thought he was terrorist scum. But... in the end, all he really cared about was his sister. Jerk. Here. He wanted you to have this.
Papa. Mama. Pachamama.
Did you figure it out?
No, she didn't, Frank.
Pachamama. Mother Earth. Our parents said that a lot. The place we lived, Santa Cabeza, was blessed with nature.
Everyone was a druid!
Please believe me when I say my brother didn't want all this. He only wanted to live in peace in Santa Cabeza.
All cases closed, but... okay, I think we... oh, okay, this is where things get real interesting.
Frank, the emergency line's been freed up. I'll give headquarters a call. Hang on.
DHS headquarters.
This is Agent Jessica McCartney. We have an emergency situation.
Frank's hungry. Oh no. Okay, so even though we've like done all the cases, the game's still gonna pick up, man. Like, hold on to your seatbelts because the game ain't over yet. There's still zombies to slay. Clearly the most important part. So the thing about like justice and injustice and all that thing, or justice and vengeance, like everyone's gonna stand on different points of the line. You know, people have different like ideas of what justice is, so, and like you know, for example, going to comic books, Superman probably has a much different idea what justice may be than Batman. Well, I don't know, they might actually be pretty similar. The case is like people are gonna see justice differently. So like you know, going back to earlier, like hey, should we kill murderers or just give them prison time? I'm not exactly sure where I stand on that because that's not something I thought about too much. Me personally, I'd maybe say to, like, case by case. Well, that's interesting because if someone's killed,
Frank, it's over. HQ's decided to ignore us.
What? What do you mean, ignore us?
I contacted headquarters, but the government has decided to deny all knowledge of what happened here. Special forces will arrive for cleanup at midnight. They'll take everyone out. Zombies. People. Everyone.
Curious. Oh. Curious indeed. So we're gonna head back to the security room. And, yeah. So, yeah, like... So, okay, going back to the original question. Should we kill someone? Or should we kill murderers or should we give them prison time? First of all, I don't know enough about, these kinds of... Like, this is just me, like, freeballing. First of all, I don't want to offend anyone by, you know, by talking. Wish that might happen anyways. This is me just, like, throwing ideas on the wall and seeing what sticks. Should we kill murderers or should we just, like, simply imprison them? It's like, well... Oh, my goodness. No, we didn't... Oh! Fudge, I want... Really, I failed that. Alright. Go get them. Small chainsaw, perfect. So, because here's the thing, right? Part of me is like... So, part of me is thinking, okay, if a murderer's killed someone, like, the damage has already been done, right? And if they've killed... Well, I think my short answer would be, should we, like, imprison the murderers or, like, should we kill them? I think my short answer is it depends. And let me elaborate. So, it depends means, like... So on one hand, if someone's killed someone, then the damage has already been done. That person's dead, and like that person's a murderer. Okay. And then it might be, depending on the circumstances, it might be okay. Well, if they've killed someone, what's to stop them from killing anyone again? And it's like, well, okay, that's fair. That being said, there's no.
Jessica McCarney. Talk about your close calls. You contacted us just in time. Your boss thought we should have a talk with you before the operation begins. We'll be taking you into custody. If you sign an agreement to keep your mouth shut about all this, you'll be free to go.
Yeah, Jessie doesn't seem like she's doing so good. Interesting. So if a murderer kills someone, okay, like, they've killed someone, and then you might have reason to believe that they would go and kill someone again. Fair, but there's no logical contradiction saying that they won't kill a person again. It's like, well, if someone's showing the symptoms of murdering someone, wouldn't the reasonable thing to assume be like, hey, they might try and kill someone else again? And like, that's why I say it depends, right? Depending on the circumstances, it might just be like, well, it was just the one person.
Jesse?
There's so much going on right now, and I'm like, I have a conversational thread that I want to go.
Perfect.
Great. That's all I wanted. See you, Jesse. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, we'll just leave you there. You're kind to me, so I was... Actually, there's a note from Lewis, isn't there? There's a note on the table. While you're out, some crazy people snuck in the roof and started snatching people. I heard a hell of a racket coming from the monster, so I'm taking advantage of confusion, stealing a helicopter. I may not look the type, but I've got a small aircraft pilot's license. I haven't seen Jesse, but there's no time for like I got with the getting's good. I hope you don't think I'm a coward. If we meet the other side, I definitely owe you a drink. Good luck, Frank. Thank you, Otis. Otis Washington. Alright, well, we'll leave Jessie alone. We don't need to do anything with her. And we will never come back here again. So I think all the survivors that we just got, you know, amounts to nothing because now it's just like, oh, they kidnapped them. Where was I going? There was something I was talking about and I just completely lost my... Oh, yeah, so if, like, you know, a murder, like, there might be cases where a murder, if they've murdered someone, like, they have no motivation to kill another person. Like, maybe it was just, like, you know, a really toxic relationship, or it's like there's, you know, there's one person in particular that was blackmailing them, whatever. Like, maybe it was just the case that they want to kill the one person. And then if you consider the circumstance, like, maybe they're, like, they, you know, it seems unlikely they would kill anyone else. So it's like, okay. But that being said, you could have, like, the psychopaths, like in this game, that are just, like, they're chronic murderers. Like, they just keep murdering and murdering. And is that, I was like, it's not a bad thing. I was like, well, technically it depends on your viewpoint. No, that's not what I meant to say. And then in those cases, it'll be like, okay, well, maybe we should, like, kill them, just so, you know, well, like, and that's the thing, too, right? Even based on, like that, it's like, okay, we think we're gonna murder more people. Like, if we put them in prison, then what would supposedly happen is, like, they would just be there and they wouldn't be able to kill, like, anyone again. They would be trapped. Like, there'd be no... Oh, actually, hold on. We should make some quick step if we can. What happens if we combine 2 milks? We should probably do that. See what we get. And we'll drink an orange juice. Yes, we got quick step. Perfect. Grab this chainsaw. So it's like, oh yeah, the other thing I should mention too, like, now we have complete freedom and, like, we can just, like, muck around the mall now. Because all this is just zombies, everything's wrapped up, and there's not much else to do. So I'm gonna try and get some PP here. All the survivors are gone. Like now this is interesting because the mall feels pretty lonely now. We can just hide out in the movie theater. Or actually, we can try and get another chainsaw! Yay! More chainsaws! So the thing about, okay, so the murderer, like, you know, who's murdered a lot of people, are chronic murderers, like, so I would say that, okay, yeah, obviously there's something we should do about them. But then it's like, the question is what? If we kill them, then, obviously, like, there's, like, nothing else they can do. Like, they're dead, right? There's nothing else to it. It's like, end of story, they're dead. Whereas you give them, like, typically for a prison sentence, either, like, we keep them there till they die, which, like, again, not very appealing, or, like, maybe they serve, like, a 25-year term and then they get out, like, later, like, re-enter into society. Again, like, I have zero understanding about how, like, just, like, the law system works, so I don't know if, like, that's actually the case, or, you know, or if it's something similar or something way different. So then I think the better question would be, if someone's murdered someone, do they deserve a second chance? And that's where it becomes an interesting question. So, And then here's like this might be a little bit controversial, but then it's like, well, let's ask ourselves: is murder necessarily a bad thing? For this, like, from the perspective, from like the if we consider the perspective that our existence is, or human existence, that like we live so that we can survive. Like, I don't think I worded that properly. Considering the survival perspective, because murdering hinders like our ability to survive, let's just say it's a bad thing. First, for sake of simplicity, that's not no whole other argument altogether. Then that's one thing. So but let's just say that it's just bad right now. So assuming that murder is a bad thing, if someone kills another person, you know, that's where am I going with this? And we leveled up. You skill mastered the hammer throw. Or let's try. Can we? Okay, I can't jump out. So with murders, like, we're assuming that the intent's there, that is like and I think that's sort of the thing about murder too, right? If you murder in self-defense, I think that's completely different. Like, if someone murders in self-defense, then I think that, you know, to make a long story short, I think that person would be quote-unquote innocent because they're only trying to protect themselves. And then, as a human, I think it'd make a lot of sense that like you're like hardwired to try and protect yourself. Like that makes sense to me. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But say, like, going out to murder, well, that's the thing. If you murder a guy for like his wallet for like $20 worth of change, in my opinion, that person doesn't deserve a second chance. Well, and that's why I gotta be careful of dealing absolutes, because I might say that person might not deserve a second chance, but like you don't. I was gonna say you don't know where that person's come. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, so this is where the game gets really interesting, in my opinion. So, and I'm actually going to save it right now, too, because I still have like 12 hours left, so this is quite a big chunk. I will say one thing I do like about this, like, even though like the security officers have shown up, it will take us a little bit of time to get through all the areas, so right now we probably won't see too many, but that's going to change within the next couple hours, for sure. But anyways, oh man, the whole thing about the murder. I should really pick this up on another time, because I'm going to end the episode here, because I have been playing for a little bit. But if I'll remember talking about that, I have no idea. Because I think it's a very interesting thread. Actually, no, we just need to save here. Okay, sorry, we don't even need to go back. So I save. Yeah, okay, so thank you all for watching. If you like what I'm talking about, like these more philosophical things, like please leave a comment down in the description. Or I ask a question. Like, feedback would be very helpful to me, just like knowing, like, hey, do people like watching me? Well, not like watching, but like, do they like it when I talk about like these like deep philosophical issues? Because I know for some people like this might be a little bit troubling, and you know, if people are like, hey, don't do that, fine. But if you guys are like interested in me like going on about stuff like this, like leave a comment below, and you know, that'll give me feel for the next videos so I can talk about it. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I had a lot of fun recording this, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.